Today I have a big old basket of makeup. Look at this honking basket of makeup. Let's talk about the basket real quick. Isn't this cute? Look at how cute. It's so cute. I got that at Walmart. Walmart, as my mother would say. In the little, you know, they're doing the little dollar thing, but this was $5. But it's so cute. I thought this would be a perfect little shopping basket for my makeup stash. Anyway, squirrel. Why do I have this big old honking basket of makeup? Well, because if I were going on vacation with Andi from Andi Does Stuff, these are the products that I would take with me. Let's talk about it and I'll show you what I've got. Hey howdy, hey y'all, Leanna here. Andi and I do a monthly collab, as most of y'all know, and this is our monthly collab for July. She and I sometimes will fantasize about going on vacation together or just, you know, meeting somewhere and having a little girls' weekend. So we thought it would be fun to see what kind of products we would bring for our little getaway. And I'm here to tell you, it was hard to pick. I wanted to pick everything. I was like, oh, I want to show Andi this and I want to show Andi that, and ooh, what about this? And I had to stop. I had to stop because it was a lot, y'all. So I'm going to kind of show you what I've got in here. I'm going to do a look while I show you. And we're going to fantasize about where Andi and I might go on vacation. So I already have on all my lotions, potions, and serums. And the first thing that I'm going to put on is obviously some face primer. And this e.l.f. putty primer is one of my favorites. I actually love it. And I just got the e.l.f. liquid poreless putty primer, and I am testing that out, and so far I'm really liking it. So I would throw this in the bag too because it's new, and I would want to share that with Andi because, I mean, really, it would just be a big old show and tell. Isn't that what we're doing? A big old show and tell. So I'm just gonna put this on real quick. This is a very nice primer. I really am enjoying it. For my foundation, y'all know I love me a powdered foundation. And I have two favorites. But I'm also going to take this House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation because this is my favorite liquid foundation. It is absolutely amazing. I love it. But for the sake of time, I am going to use one of my powders because they are my favorite. I love a powdered foundation. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powdered Foundation in the shade 260. And as you can see, I have hit pan on it. I love it that much. It's got a nice old dent in it, and I love this Estee Lauder powder foundation as well. This is the Double Wear Stay in Place Matte Powder in 3-in-1 Ivory Beige, and I have a nice little dent in this one too. For this video I am going to use the Fenty because I have not used that in a while. That's one of the problems with having so much makeup. You don't get around to getting back to some of the products that you love so much when you're testing things out. I love how this foundation looks on my skin. You can see it is a very good color for me. Shade. It's a shade. This is such a good foundation. I love it. For my bronzer, I would take a powder and a cream bronzer. This is the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze, and it is in the shade tan, and this is my holy grail. Love this bronzer. I love a good cool tone bronzer, and this has been discontinued, which makes me terribly sad. And then also this Makeup Revolution London cream bronzer in the shade Light, and this is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I absolutely love it. Also, the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I would take this as well to play with it. I love to watch Andi contour. She does amazing. So, of course, I'm going to have to do some contouring too so I can keep up with her. It's fun to draw little patterns all over your face. And then I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender and blend that out. See how easy? It took me forever to get this product. It was sold out and I could not get my hands on it. It's just a very nice soft contour. And since I used that contour, I think I will use this cream bronzer. Again, I'm going to use my Beauty Blender. Just pick some of that up. Look at, oh, it's so pretty. The fun part of going, and I mean this was almost like a shop mustache. The fun part of going through all of my products was I was like, oh, I haven't used that in a while. Oh, look at that, I haven't used that either. I have so many gorgeous products and only one face. I need more faces. I need to just have everybody come over here and let me do their makeup. I always have this line, and sometimes it seems like no matter how much product I put on it, it just will not go away. See how pretty that is? It's so soft and pretty. And I like to put some on my nose so that my nose has some color to it, warm it back up or cool it down. That smells really good too. I love that. Love it, love it. I think, what do I do with it? You know, you can also take this and carve out your jaw. I'm gonna do that with what's left in the sponge so that it doesn't dry out. Give myself a nice little shadow. It's so nice. That's a really nice product. Blush. Oh my gosh. I went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in the blush department. These are all of the blushes. I just couldn't decide. There's so many of them that I like, and of course I had to do a palette. This is the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism palette. Look at how pretty it is. I love this palette so much. It is such a good palette. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. And this MAC, this is like a cushion. It's Rosie Does It Glow Play blush, but it's very cushiony, creamy blush. Can't go anywhere without the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten. This is in the shade Pink Grapefruit. One of my favorites. I have 3 of these and I love this one. Love the Primer Infused Blush from e.l.f. This is Always Rosy. It is, I love all of them, but this is my favorite shade. Love that. Can't go anywhere without my Milani. This was one of the first blushes that I bought when I started my YouTube channel. This is Bronze Burst. It's the color Harmony, and I love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful shade. For today, I am gonna go with the MAC because I just love it. And it is very pigmented. And it had a little plastic cover, and I wish I had not thrown it away because it looks like it's trying to dry out a little around the edges. It's so pretty. I may have to throw some of these in my August shop my stash. See how pretty that is? It's gorgeous. And I'm just going to go over that a little bit with my sponge. Just tap that in. It's so pretty, y'all. Look at how pretty that is. And now for highlighter. I love my highlighters too. I know that y'all have heard me rant and rave about this Makeup Revolution London highlighter palette. This is the Vintage Lace Intense Metallic Cream Powder Highlighter. It is so pretty. I love, you can see I have dipped into this one quite a bit. It is like a pink gold, and this one as well is one of my favorites, and it is like a rosy champagne. They are beautiful shades. This one, do you see the green in it? I don't know if you can see the green. I love that palette. I will use that for my inner corner highlight and as a topper on my eyeshadows. A new favorite of mine is REM Beauty. This is Mama Earth. Look at that beautiful green highlighter. OMG. Oh, I just love it. I love it. It is just a beautiful, soft green. Yes, I'm running around looking like a little Martian girl. The other highlighter that I picked, because, you know, I'm extra, you have to have choices, you know, is this Laura Mercier. This is Matte Radiance Baked Powder. It is Highlight 01, and it is just a beautiful, soft highlighter. I love how soft it is. It's just very, very soft. So now, which one am I going to use today? Let's go with the green REM Beauty. And I love this Angie Hot and Flashy A506, that's my phone, to put on my highlighter with. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. A little bit on my nose. I mean, you can kind of see the green. You can really see it on my cheeks. It's just so pretty. I don't wear a lot of under eye concealer, but when I do, I love either the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum or the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. These two are my favorites. I know y'all have heard me say that over and over again. You're probably tired of hearing me say it. I am not going to use either of these for today, but I would definitely take both of these with me. What I am going to use is a new product that I would definitely take with me, and that is these e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brighteners. And I don't feel like I really need a lot of color correcting. My under eyes do look just a little bit dark, but That doesn't normally bother me. It's not normally really dark. I have been working a lot, so my eyes are tired. Hence why I need a vacation. I need a vacation. This one is, it is a peachy shade, but it's light medium, it says. And the other one, I believe, is just light. And that is like a pink type of shade. And this morning I wore that light medium kind of peachy shade. And I really liked it, y'all. I'm just going to take this little Real Techniques. What is this? It is a brightening concealer brush. And just get a little bit of that on there. And put that under my eye. And I'm going to tap it in. It's very hydrating. Very nice product. Very, very nice. I really, really like this. Because it's so creamy and moisturizing, there's really no creasing. It just blends in, but it color corrects and brightens, and I really do like it. And of course, for my eye primer, I am going to use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I love this for an eye primer. And sometimes I'm spraying a little bit of setting spray in my hand. Sometimes I use a brush, and sometimes I use a sponge, a little tiny beauty blender. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So I'm just dampening the tip of that. Just getting that a little damp. You can see it looks like a little wonky donkey. And then I just stick that right in there and get some of the product on it. And then put that on my eye. I'm sure that most of you that follow me know who Andi is. I do have some new subscribers. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Andi's channel name is Andi Does Stuff, because Andi does all kinds of stuff. And Andi and I have become very good friends here on YouTube. And we have not met in person, and we are one day going to rectify that and really have a little girls' weekend, because I think we're 8 or 10 hours away from each other, which is not far. Andi had a birthday not too long ago, and I was gonna drive to where she was and surprise her, but work is always messing up my fun. See how quick and easy that was, and it really gives me a nice blank canvas. I love this stuff. And I do have a little palette with just some shades in it that are about my skin tone that I use to set that with. Now, before I show you my palettes, oh, I do have this other eye primer, the Sigma. This is the eyeshadow base primer, and it is in the shade Earthen. And this is really nice too. I would take that with me just because that's a little bit deeper than what the Painterly Paint Pot is. So before I dig into all of these eyeshadows, because eyeshadows are my thing, I'm going to do my brows, and I'm not going anywhere without this one and done 2-in-1 brow styler. This is Oma Beauty by Sharon C, and I love this. You can pick this up at Walmart, And I don't know what it is, $9, $10, I forget, but I love this. It has a little tiny brush on it, and it's so easy to just brush that through my brows. It also sets them. And there you go, brow done. So quick and easy. I just, the pencils and stuff are nice, but I just want to do this quickly and move on. I'm not real big into the brow seam. I think my brows look just fine with just this gel in it. They don't look the same anyway, no matter what I do. You see that one looks way bigger than this one. I can't get them to look the same, so. Before I put my shadows on, I'm going to tight line. And I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty. This is hard to read. Fly Pencil Long Wear Pencil Eyeliner. And it is in the shade 'Cause I'm Black. So I'm just going to tight line. I love how that looks. It really defines your eyes and gives some depth to them. This is really good stuff. It's very soft and does not pull or tug on my eyes. I really, really love it. Alright, y'all, let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. These are the eyeshadow palettes that I would take with me. Now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 6. I could have took 20. Hell, I could have took 40. Because I have so many beautiful eyeshadow palettes that I love, but I tried to pick out my top favorites and then one just in case I needed something a little bit more sparkly. We're going to start out with one of my all-time favorite palettes, and I don't know which one of these I'm going to use today, but that would be the Alien Cosmetics Not Normal palette. And Alien Cosmetics has rebranded. They are now Unearthly Cosmetics. When I saw this palette, I was not drawn to it. I was just like, I don't know. But then I watched somebody, and I don't remember who it was, review this palette on YouTube, and oh my gosh, the look that she created was amazing. You can see quite a few little dents in there. I have used this palette quite a bit, and I just love it. The color story is amazing. The shades go on very well, very long lasting, and this black is the most unique black that I have ever seen. It's, I don't know, it's like you can see it's kind of a satiny, but it's a gray black or a brown black. I don't know. It's just very unique, and I love it. Love that shade. So I'm leaning towards using that one today. I don't know. And then, y'all know I can't go anywhere without Sydney Grace. Sydney Grace is an amazing brand, and I love them. And this is the In Mills Memory palette, and it is a beautiful, beautiful color story, and Sydney Grace's formulas are out of this world. They are fantastic. Another Sydney Grace palette that I would have to take is the Enduring Love palette. Look at it. Oh, it's gorgeous. And Andi has this palette too, so we could just play and do things, and it is just gorgeous. I love it. Love that. And the Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is the Rose Metal palette. Oh. I don't know if Andi has this palette, but I would love to create a look on her with this. Oh, wonder if she'd let me do her makeup. Oh, how much fun would that be? That would be so much fun. I could just see us in a little cabin in the woods next to a lake with a nice porch, and just sit out there and play with our makeup and drink lots of tequila. Well, the makeup may not turn out real well, but it sounds like a good time. And this Ace Beauté Paradise Fallen palette is one of my all-time favorite palettes, and it has some sentimental value to it because this is one of the very first palettes that Andi and I did when we started collabing, which has been we have done a collab every month for over a year. So not only do I absolutely love this palette, but it has very special meaning to me, and every time I look at this palette I think about Andi. And then for some bling bling, you know, I have to take a little bit of Pat McGrath. This is the Celestial Nirvana Bronze Bliss, and look at how beautiful and blingy that is. Love this palette, just love it. So now, dilemma. Which palette am I going to use? When I first started pulling these palettes, I wanted to use the Not Normal, so I think I'm going to go with the Not Normal. Before I start doing my eye look, though, I am going to put on some City Lips. This is the Plumping Lip Gloss in Clear, so that it can start to plump up my lips before I put my lipstick on. I really love this City Lips because it does not burn. I can't deal with the burn thing. And this really does plump up my lips. And I am definitely taking this because I want Andi to try it. Look at the shade. Look at the shade of this lip gloss. It is so pretty, and it's quite pigmented to be a lip gloss. Very, very nice. So I would take both of those. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go here into Basic and use that as my transition shade. So I have been trying to figure out, that almost looks like what I had on to set my shadows, to set my eye primer. I have been trying to think about where would Andi and I go if we were able to take a vacation together. I'm curious to see where she would say that we are going to go, because we haven't really talked about where we would go. I mean, the sensible thing would be for us to kind of meet in the middle. Or she could come here. I mean, I can put her up in a condo out on the resort, and I could go to her house and sleep on her couch. So I don't know. I haven't really looked in the middle between where we are to see what's there and available for us, but one day we are going to do that. It will be so much fun. Wherever we go, there has to be a karaoke bar, because Andi loves karaoke and so do I. I love to sing. I don't know if any of y'all know that. When I was growing up, I was in the choir for 7 years, and when I was a little girl I sang with a band. Singing and music has always been a part of my life and my passion. But of course, you know, as you grow up and things change. But I still, to this day, love to sing. And I mean, music and lyrics cause such a feeling in you, and they can, if you're having a bad day, can totally change the outlook of your day for you. So we would have to go somewhere and sing together. That's an absolute must. Now I'm going to go into this brown, which is called Day Job. Of course, we would have to go somewhere that was close to a makeup store. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ulta, Sephora, somewhere, so that we could go makeup shopping. Even though Andi, I don't know, she's got a lot of credits for using up her products and stuff, so she needs to save those up so that when we go on vacation, I can help her spend her money. We're going to spend your money, Andi, when we go on vacation for makeup, because you need some more makeup. You need all the pretty things and all the makeup. And I mean, I can just see Andi and I lounging by the pool, having a drink, and just chit-chatting. I can also see us, you know, curled up on the couch, just having deep conversations and all the things. I really cannot wait until the day that Andi and I can actually get together and have a little girls' weekend. It's going to be amazing because she is just an amazing person. See how pretty that is? Look at it. It's just so pretty. I love it. Love it. Y'all see how plump my lips are already? Isn't that crazy? It's just crazy. It does such a good job. I don't know if I want to go into Smoke, which is that black, or into Grunge, which is the shade here. I love both of them. I think I'll go into Grunge, and I'm using my Luxie 231. Y'all know it's my favorite brush. Anyway, back to Andi. Andi is just a very laid back, you know, down home, real, authentic person, and that's the people that I gravitate to. Real people, not people that put on airs and try to be something that they're not. Andi is just Andi. And I love that about her. I love that I can be myself with Andi. She totally accepts me how I am. And I love that. Y'all see how nice that is? I'm telling you, I love this palette. And now I'm going to go into this purple Emotions and put that in the center. I'm going to put down a little bit. And then I'm going to spray it. And now cleaning off that same brush, I've made a mess. I'm going to go here into Taupe, which is a beautiful silvery shade. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. That's the Not Normal palette. I love that palette so much. I am for sure taking my CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder. This stuff is amazing. You can see I am using the heck out of it. I absolutely love it. It definitely gives you a nice blurred effect, and it is mattifying, I think. So I definitely love it in my T-zone. For my setting spray, I'm absolutely taking my e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. It is such an amazing mister. I love that. I would also take some setting powder. My absolute favorite is the Fenty Lavender, the Pro Filter Lavender. I love this powder. And I am also, well, hello. I am also loving the Sydney Grace powder in translucent. It is very, very finely milled and very, very nice. In case y'all didn't notice, I'm in love with Sydney Grace products. Mascara. My favorite mascara is the Urban Decay Perversion. I love this. I have loved it ever since the first time I've used it. I have not used it in a while. I have used quite a few since using this, so hopefully this is still my favorite. We're about to find out. And this Maybelline Lash Discovery, it is a mini brush mascara, and I mean, y'all, the brush on this is tiny. Look at how small that is. But I mean, it really does fine lashes that you didn't know you had, especially like right in the inner corner. Now, I mean, it doesn't, you know, lengthen and volume and all that, but those little bitty baby eyelashes, it will find them and coat them and help once you put your other mascara on to make your lashes look fuller. And I love to use this on my lower lash line because that's where I have a hard time. I seem to get mascara all over my face. And with this, it just makes it so much easier. See, it just gives me a nice base for my second mascara. It's kind of like second breakfast. Hopefully y'all get that reference. Moving on to the Urban Decay Perversion. Still my favorite, I think. And last but not least, we have lip products. And I went a little crazy in the lip product department as well. For whatever reason, I felt like I needed 2 reds, but I mean, I love this Juvia's Place matte red. That is a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. And then I am in love with this Give by Gwen Stefani. This is a beautiful, beautiful red liquid lipstick. Another favorite of mine from Juvia's Place is this Nubian Earth. I didn't tell you what the shade of the red is called Perfect Red. Gwen Stefani original recipe. And then this from Juvia's Place is called Clay. And I love this shade. I love the embossing on the lipstick too. Beautiful shade. One of my very first favorite lipsticks is this Seriously Satin from e.l.f. and it is in the shade Cider. I actually sent this to Andi because it was one of my favorites. I love that. All-time favorite is the Milani Shoop. How could you not love Shoop? Look at that. It is just beautiful, and that is what I'm going to use today. Along with those, of course, you have to have lip liner. So I have choices there too. The Juvia's Place. This is Ruby to go with those reds. And then you have to have a nice brown, and you can see that I have been using that. Sharpened it on down. That's a beautiful brown. Sometimes I will wear just a liner and no lipstick. This is L'Oreal, and it is in the shade Nudes for Life. And you see how shiny and metallic that is? That is the way this lip liner is. It's almost gone. Like, I can't even, there's just a little bit left. I need to get another one of those because I love this. And then I have the Milani Shoop lip liner that goes with the lipstick, and that's what we're going to use today. My lips are nice and plump from my City Lips. I'm going to wipe that off and go in with my lip liner. So, if I were going on vacation or a girls' weekend with Andi, this is one of the looks that I would create with all of the products. And I'm sure that probably when push came to shove and I actually sat down to pack, I would probably end up with way more than this because I just would not be able to help myself. I would want to take lots of beautiful products to share with Andi so that we could sit and ooh and ah over the other stuff. And of course, like I said, Andi and I do plan to have a girls' weekend one day. Hopefully that will be soon. We need to plan that, Andi, and get on it. And I'm quite certain that if we did that, we would have to vlog it. We would have to. You would have to see all the shenanigans. Oh, the shenanigans. Yeah. Andi's channel is listed down below with a link to her video so you can look to see what kind of makeup she would take with her on our little girls getaway. There are other things that I would take on our little girls getaway weekend, but we would be sitting here for hours talking about the perfumes and the hair products. I would take a lot of hair products so Andi could help me with this hot mess hair I got going, because she is so good at hair and so knowledgeable about hair products. Anyway, make sure you go down in the description box and click on Andi's video so you can go check out what she is taking and see what kind of look she created with those products. Andi, I hope you know how much I absolutely adore you. I am so incredibly grateful for your friendship and that this platform led me to finding you. I cannot wait to meet you in person and to be able to spend a girls' getaway with you. I love you very dearly, and thank you so much for doing yet another collab with me and for doing them with me monthly for over a year. Make sure you go check out Andi's channel, and if you like her content, maybe you could give her a subscribe and stick around and watch a few of her videos before you go check out Andi. Make sure that you show that like button some love. And as always, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age and any size. Find something to be grateful for today. Pull your makeup out and play with it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, when I go on my girls' weekend with Andi, there will be no fishing for you. You have to stay home and take care of the kitty cats and take out the trash. And no parties. You're not allowed to have any sleepovers with friends while I'm gone. Be tearing up my house and stuff, okay? Mama loves you, boo.